write it in matrix form. And we're good, right? I can go ahead and immediately write this as 2, -1, 4, a -6, a 3, and then a -12. How many of you got that? Okay, so there's your first point. Now, you're stuck right here. Remember, in the example, what did I suggest to try to do first? So the suggestion now, it may not always work. You may want to make this a 1 first. In fact, if you're looking at the slides, or if you're looking in your book, that's the way the book does it. But you don't have to do it that way. My suggestion is try to make this a 0 by a row operation. Okay, so I don't have my list of row operations on me, but there were 3 of them, remember? First thing was switching. Switching's not going to help make it a 0, right? So don't worry about that. The next one was multiplying it by a number, or in some cases dividing. Is that going to help make this a 0? Be careful. I can divide it by 6, right? But it's not going to make it a 0, it's going to make it a 1 or a -1. The only way I could make this a 0 by multiplying would be to multiply by 0. So remember, your rules say you cannot do that. So I can't use rule 2 or the operation 2. So I have to say, well, I'm going to add some multiple of this row to this one to make this go to 0 when I add it. So I need to add some multiple, I'm going to put it in parentheses, of row 1. What multiple of row 1 do I need to add? When I say multiple, I need to multiply row 1 by this number. Good. Not a -3, because I've got the -6 here already, so just a +3. So I need to add 3 row 1 to this thing. And now what do I get when I do that? Everyone try that out. Get your second point. So the first row is going to stay the same. 3 times 2 is 6. Minus 6 gives you 0. 3 times a -1 is a -3. Plus the 3 is 0. 12 minus 12 is 0. How many of you got that? That's your second point. Finally, look at your hint. What do you think this means? What does this statement say, this last row here? 0. No, not 0 equals 0 equals 0. But all this is actually, if you want to be a little bit careful, you can say that this is 0x plus 0y is equal to 0. Right? This is 0x plus 0y is equal to 0. Well, if you have 0 apples and you have 0 oranges, how many pieces of fruit do you have? So 0 is equal to 0. And is this true? What does that mean? Dependent system. Any questions? Okay, so the best way to develop your intuition for these problems is just to sit down with the problem and practice and try to work through them. Okay? You guys finish up your problem of the days and put them on the piece of paper. I'll do an example, a 3x3 or 3x4 example. If you have any questions, let me know. that everybody? So I'm going to do hopefully do number 49 out of your homework. So section 3.4. It says to use matrices to solve the system. (6x plus y minus z) is equal to -2. X plus 2y plus z is equal to 5. And then x plus z is equal to 1. So what's one of the first things we might notice